Hey guys, welcome to today's stream. Oh, all right. Well, looks like some of you guys are already here. Let's see. See what you've been holding on to there, Dog is Happy. Appropriate, Dog is Happy. Yes, appropriate. And it doesn't get any better. Like, I'm honestly curious how some of these people are still alive. But either way, let's get the hell up out of here. Time to kiss this weird ass room goodbye. Yes. I actually had a rather nice time. Whatever. I'd rather forget any of this ever happened. 3, 2, oh God, there's no need for the countdown. I don't know why it bugs me as much as it does. It just does. Ah. Well, to be fair, even at the point we're at, if I bring up the flow chart, you could see
Interesting.
You missed some puzzles and stuff between then and now, but as you can see, as far as endings go, we still only have 2 real endings. Tenmyoji and Clover. The rest are just like the game over endings. So yeah. Interesting. What is this place? A warehouse?
Hey, look at...
Those doors are white.
Shall we have a look then?
Are these chromatic doors too?
They're all the same, though.
Well, this one's locked.
This one won't open either.
No luck here.
It looks like they have the same locking mechanism as the other chromatic doors.
So these will be the next doors to open. We should go let the others know.
Right.
Alice and I turned to go, but Kay stayed put. Is something wrong?
No. I just feel as if I've seen this warehouse before.
Upstairs. Wait, you been here before?
I don't know. Perhaps I haven't been here. Only somewhere very similar.
You mean the Floor A warehouse?
I will say the only thing that you're missing that is, that is hilarious is not this last stream, but the stream before. Yeah, the one Stahor's talking about. The Golem room is amazing.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't yesterday's stream. I think it was the one before. Or actually, it might have been the same stream where we did the drink mixing puzzle.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
Damn it, there goes Dio again.
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
It was the Sunday stream. Oh, okay, so you probably did see the Golem one then. Dog is happy. Yesterday's stream, I'm trying to remember if there was any big reveals in yesterday's stream. There was a lot of stuff about Luna and Clover yesterday, so okay, then I guess you're just before that then. Yeah, I think the drink mixing puzzle, I think it's the very next stream for you. Dog is happy, because if you're on the drink mixing, I believe the drink mixing was the Saturday stream. So yeah, the Golem room, glad Stahor remembered the exact day. Golem room was Sunday. Yesterday was a lot of Luna Clover stuff. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. And honestly, Dog is happy. I don't really... I mentioned it on yesterday's stream, and I think on the stream before that too. I think the biggest issue we have with Clover at this point is her character is just all over the place. On every branch, her personality just completely changes. It's weird and annoying. The hell?
Someone else must have opened one of the AB gates.
Dio.
Before we got back?
Yeah, Dio's an asshole.
I imagine they don't care what happens to the rest of us.
Dio.
That would be the most logical explanation. In any event, we should return quickly.
Yeah, let's get going, guys. But yeah, there were a lot of dead people in the game yesterday. Almost as bad as that. Yeah, almost as bad as that very first ending we got. Clover's ending. I mean, technically, you can't really have more dead people than Clover's ending because, well, that was everybody. Except, I think in Clover's ending, the only body we didn't see was Kay. But I'd have to go and rewatch the ending to confirm that.
Sigma?
But I think it was pretty clear in Clover's ending that it was Radical 6 that killed everybody. Where's Tenmyoji's team? Are they not back yet?
Nope, we were the first.
Then wait a little longer before you open the AB gate.
It wasn't us. I tried to stop him, but...
Come on, it's not like when we open the door really affects the matches, right? It's cool.
No, it's not cool.
Your team returned quite early, Dio. Did your investigation go smoothly?
I guess.
Which room did you guys go to?
The treatment center.
Ah. Actually, the cure isn't in there. The treatment center is just where we put Quark. Okay. How is that different from the infirmary?
There were these pod things. Look, just go see for yourself, all right? I don't feel like explaining it.
Nothing. Dio opened the AB room early again and claims that it doesn't affect anything. Even though we know for a fact that every room that you go to, every one of the puzzles in this round, every room has a list of supplementary rules. And he pretends like, oh no, we didn't know at all. It's like, dude, the rules were in your safe, you bastard.
You took something from the treatment center, didn't you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, are you gonna call him out
You
on
did.
it?
I saw it too. After we opened the safe, you grabbed something out of it and put it in your pocket. Show us what you took.
Get away from me!
Clover shoved her hand into Dio's pocket and began to dig around.
It should be in this one.
Let go!
Before Dio could push her away, Clover found what she was looking for.
I knew it!
Oh! An injection gun. The label on the vial says neostigmine. That's the cure for... Yeah, that's the cure for... Was it the cure for the first or the second phase of the toxins from the bracelet? Because we found the cure for both. The cure for the sedative and the cure for the muscle relaxant. I believe at this point, Dog is Happy, Clover was already 18 or 19 in the first game, and this takes place a year later, supposedly. Although we've seen enough hints to show that we've been in here longer than a year. What's this stuff
I
for?
don't know, but I feel like I've heard that name before somewhere.
Give it back!
No.
I found it, so it's mine.
Fuck off.
Hey!
With a desperate lunge, Dio managed to grab the gun back from Clover. But before she had a chance to protest...
Have any of you seen Quark? Anyone? Please!
Quark, did something happen to him?
We found a pantry on the other side of the red door, but
Still a room we haven't solved a puzzle in.
after we left, he just disappeared.
We've looked everywhere, but we can't find him.
You think he's lost?
Don't you think you're being a little optimistic there? Come on, that little jerk's probably dead by now. We've already found one corpse, right?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're gonna get shanked, dude.
How could you?
And Miyoshi has proven to be quite ruthless in this game when it comes to Quark. I'd be quiet.
Why would you say such a horrible thing?
Whoa, simmer down there. Just saying it's a possibility.
Well, even if it is, we should all be looking for him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this isn't the disease. Just in 2 of our games, we found in the injection gun, the neostigmine was a counter to one of those 2. And then I think we found a bottle of drugs outside. It wasn't in one of the injection guns. We just found it, and it was the counter to the other one. As we began to file out, I saw Alice staring intently into the corner of the warehouse. It seemed strange, but looking for Quark was my priority. Okay, this is what we saw last time, the thing that led to Alice's untimely demise. I turned and headed toward the magenta door. Okay, it is the counter to the one that you said has the Latin letter, Stahor, the neostigmine. It's the drug that reverses the effects of anesthesia. I just had to double check which one it was. Quark, are you in here? Guess not. Damn, let's try floor B then. I think everybody wants to see Dio gutted at this point. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but even if in his ending you saw like a super sad backstory and it tried to make him out to be like some type of saint, everybody would still want him dead. There's nothing he can do at this point to redeem his character, I don't think. It's like, oh, you were a good guy in the past. Well, you still a dick here, so I hope you die. Tenmyoshi's team took the red door. They've probably already searched that area pretty thoroughly then. Maybe I'll try the blue door. Oh, and the name of the knockout drug I just remembered is Soparil Beta. Of course we ended up back in this room. Quark, where are you? He's not here either. Where the hell did he go?
Ah, Sigma. Any luck?
Nothing. I can't find him anywhere.
I see.
What about you? Never mind, if you'd found him, you'd have said something already.
Indeed. I went to the treatment center, as well as the Floor B warehouse, but he was not there.
And like I said, the backstories I'm most interested in at this point are Kay and Luna. Just because I'm curious if they really are as good of people as they appear to be. Oh well, let's head back to the Floor A warehouse.
Good idea. Perhaps the others have had more luck.
Well, did you find him?
Do you see him? Sorry, we couldn't find him anywhere.
I see.
All right, dog is happy. Yeah. Good luck finishing up some work.
Are the 3 of you the only others to have returned?
Yeah, we're it.
I'm guessing you guys didn't have any luck either.
Yeah, no clues or anything.
I don't get it. With this many people looking, it seems like we'd be able to find him pretty fast.
Quark is only a child. It's possible he's become trapped in a small, enclosed space.
Helmet X3105? But wouldn't we at least be able to hear him calling for help?
Yeah, you're right.
Tenmyoji's shoulders slumped. He looked much older than he had when we'd met. I could see tears glistening at the corners of his eyes. For just a moment, I saw in them all of his pain, fear, and despair, and it felt like someone had put my heart in a vice. Then Dio appeared and the mood suddenly changed. Ah, that helmet. I was like, yeah, I mean, I haven't had a motorcycle for a couple years now, so the question kind of caught me off guard. No, I never had a camera in my motorcycle helmet. The most I ever had in one of my helmets was I had a Bluetooth helmet, so I could listen to music. It also had the option to take and make phone calls, but I never used that feature because that seems like a very bad idea on a motorcycle to me. I think it's a bad idea in a car, so it's an even worse idea in a motorcycle to me, but hey. Then Dio appeared and the mood suddenly changed.
Hey, you guys, come here.
Dio?
What are you standing around for?
That's also why I'm kind of on the fence about all the cameras, all the, like the camera, I don't think it's a bad idea because, you know, in case you do get into an accident and it's not your fault, they're helpful, just like a dash cam is. But I am very much on the fence, leaning toward the side of I don't like them. The motorcycle helmets you see now that have a heads-up display in them. I don't know, that seems a little too distracting for a motorcycle.
They're in the crew quarters. Just
What?
come on.
Yeah, it's all right, X3105. So is Alice dead again? It's the knife again. Oh, and her.
No.
So we can't blame this on Dio because in this game we had no idea what neostigmine is in this playthrough, but we know it from another playthrough. It's not a disease. It's not a poison or a muscle relaxant or anything. It's an actual antidote. So this couldn't be the one Dio used to kill, unless he had the other vial. How? And Dio would have taken the bracelets.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
There was a roaring in my ears, breathing, heartbeat, but my footsteps sounded muffled as if I was hearing them through the layers of cotton. But yeah, X3105, I used to, the motorcycle jacket I have had a convenient, heavily armored pocket for the phone. And yeah, I never took phone calls on it, but I used the Bluetooth for music, so yeah. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Looking down, it was clear why. Something had been driven into her chest so far that only the hilt was visible and the entire front of her body was covered in blood. No one could survive something like that. Well, I forced myself to swallow the stinging lump in my throat and turned toward Luna. I'm actually more sad that Luna dies than Alice. Alice, I don't hate her at this point. She has her bitchy moments, but I don't hate her at this point. She's all right. But I do like Luna. Which tells me that in the end, Luna's gonna turn into some psychopath and was Zero and, you know, planning on, or even if she's not Zero, she's a psychopath that's planning on torturing everybody. Yeah. Just because I like her, watch, she's gonna turn out to be the most evil one of us all. As I reached for her neck to check for a pulse, however, I saw a red mark near her jawline. Nearby on the floor sat an injection gun. I already knew what I would find, but pressed my fingers to her neck and waited. Nothing. They're dead.
My God. What on earth happened here?
That bastard.
That bastard killed them? Who?
Whoever it was that killed the old lady in the AB room.
You're saying that this mystery person killed Luna and Alice?
Maybe only one of them was supposed to be killed, but the murderer had to kill the other to keep them quiet.
That could be it too, Stahor. They might have had the early effects of... They might have hit Because usually Quark is the first one to get hit with Radical 6, but we found Alice in this room before with a scalpel, and it was Radical 6, so you might be right. It might have been the mutual suicide.
Or perhaps they killed one another. Luna stabbed Alice in the chest, after which Alice attacked her with the injection gun.
That's pretty far-fetched. Look at Alice's clothes. No sign of a struggle. I don't think they fought.
Then were they killed somewhere else and then brought here?
No. If that were the case, there would be much less blood.
I guess that's true.
Whatever the case, we have too few clues to figure it out right now.
My God, these people are being downright rational about it this time. Where's Clover? She's gonna fuck it all up.
We'd all separated to look for Quark. Any one of us could have done it.
You mean the killer is one of us?
Do you think there's someone else in here?
Oh, the old lady was.
Do you think that Zero Senior killed these two, as well as the old woman?
Oh, give me a break. How can you just sit around here talking?
No point in making a fuss.
Are you fucking kidding me? One of us is a killer.
Yeah, everybody is surprisingly calm during this one, except for Dio. And I'm just waiting for Clover to jump in and start shrieking.
I can't think of a better reason to make a fuss.
But yeah, everybody is so much calmer this time around. It's weird.
You do realize you're the most likely suspect, don't you?
Excuse me?
You wait until the rest of us have gathered in the warehouse. Then you kill Alice and Luna. You pretended to be the first to find them, and...
Are you saying I did this?
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I mean, yeah. If we can get Clover and Dio to kill each other, best case scenario.
You don't need to get so worked up about it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
You should get worked up about this, though.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh, come on now, X3105. You really don't like Clover either at this point. Nobody does. So if you don't vote, your choice is set to ally. I guess that means Luna's vote will be ally for this round.
Yes, it does. Perhaps that outcome is what the killer was after.
They killed Alice and Luna for that? Who would Luna's opponent
Quark
be?
and myself.
One person is missing and the others bought the farm. I'd say this old fart's the most suspicious one here.
You want to say that to my face?
Yeah, you killed her so you could get a few more points in the AB game.
Are you an idiot? How do you explain Alice? She's playing against Kay, not me!
Not quite. Even without his partner Alice, Sigma will still be able to cast a vote as he wishes.
Then maybe that's why Luna died. Maybe they meant to kill Sigma, but something went wrong and they...
True. I suppose that is a possibility, but we are engaging in pure speculation here. There is little to no evidence to support any of this.
Yeah. Well, we should probably head back to the warehouse.
We should take their bracelets with us then.
Huh? Do they really matter anymore?
Without their bracelets, some of us would be unable to open the secondary chromatic doors.
You're pretty calm, pal. Too calm. You did it, didn't you?
A sterling deduction. I await your further insight. He wears a mask, therefore he is guilty, perhaps?
What did you just say? Are you fucking with me?
Knock it off. Is there really any point to arguing about this?
Agreed. We aren't getting any younger here.
I just like Kay getting, like, you know, just being a smartass all of a sudden to him.
I apologize. We should return to the warehouse.
Alice.
Come on, Clover, we've got to go.
No!
Ah, here we go.
I'm not going anywhere.
All right, stay here and die. I don't give a shit.
I can't just leave her here.
Clover.
If you don't vote, Dio might get out.
Huh?
He's got 6 BP right now. If you don't vote, you'll automatically ally, and I bet my left arm he'll pick Betray. That'd be 3 points, which will put him at 9. Once he's got that, there's nothing stopping him from opening the number 9 door. I'll try and pick ally, of course, but Dio's not an idiot. He'll try and stop me or get in my way somehow.
Dio will have 9 points?
What are you gonna do, Clover? If you stay here, you might be letting Alice's killer get away.
Nice, fine. You know, in the background, Dio's like, God damn it.
Fine. I'll do it. There's no way I'm going to let him get 9 points.
Good. Let's go.
Very nice. But yeah, pretty much he is at this point, Stahor.
5 minutes remain.
I took a deep breath and unlocked the AB room. No matter how hard I looked for answers, all I found were more questions. Who had killed Alice and Luna? Where was Quark? I wasn't in any kind of mood to play along with Zero's ridiculous games, but at this point, I didn't really have a choice. I heaved a silent sigh and headed toward the entrance to my AB room. Just want to check the flow chart before we do anything. All right, so we have 2 branches down here as well. So this is the one I need to find the password for later. I don't know what the criteria is to unlock this. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go with Ally this time, just to go this branch, and this is the Betray branch. Okay, cool.
Sigma, what would you say to voting Ally? I would reciprocate, of course.
Yeah, I don't care.
You have 5 BP. If we both ally, then you will gain 2 points, leaving you with 7 in total.
How many
Should
would
you
you
also
have?
cooperate mutually in the following round, you would gain another 2 points, bringing you to 9. Conversely, if you were to choose to betray me during this round, you would gain 3 points, for a total of 8. In other words, you will be unable to reach 9 BP until the round following this one. That being the case, choosing Ally is the most logical choice.
Everybody choosing Ally from the beginning is the most logical choice. But, Dio's ass, and well, everybody betrayed. Like, everybody in every team betrayed at least once in the first round, so yeah. How many points do you have? As I recall, you and Clover chose Betray in the first AB game. That means you should have 6 BP right now. If you betray me and got another 3, you could get all the way to 9 this round, which is what he's gonna do.
Ah, yes, that is true. However, escaping as soon as possible is not my goal.
Well, I guess we haven't found Quark this time and found that he was sick. So Kay shouldn't, like, just try to leave immediately. Because openly, that was his first option. Like, that was his excuse for leaving the first time. But you picked Betray in the first round, didn't you?
That was in the interest of my own safety, as I only had 3 points at the time. The prospect of losing 2 of them was very unsettling. Now that I have 6 BP, I have...
Why wouldn't you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly could?
Of course I would like to, but attempting to do so would be unwise.
Why's that?
Isn't it obvious? If I escape on my own, everyone else will be trapped here forever.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten what Zero told us?
Apparently he forgets every time.
The number 9 door. Once that opens, it's all over.
Door opens once, yeah.
I trust you remember now?
So if someone opens it and escapes...
Precisely. Did you not realize? Perhaps I shouldn't have said anything.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning to just leave us all in the lurch and take off by
I
yourself.
would never do that. Consider the following. If I did manage to get to 9 points before anyone else, do you think the rest of our companions would allow me to leave?
I don't think they could stop you, honestly.
Especially knowing that, if they did, they would remain here for the rest of their lives?
Well, no, of course we'd stop you.
You see? Working toward leaving as a group is the most logical choice for me.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Our time is nearly up. I trust you will choose wisely.
I mean, I have to. Yeah, of course, you too. I don't have to pick Ally, but I want to hit both endings, so yeah. And now our dude's gonna agonize over his decision until the last possible second, as always.
30 seconds remain until...
Would he really choose to Ally? If I chose Ally, he chose Betray, he'd have 9. Still, even if he did have 9, he might not try. How much could I trust him? How much trust could I give a man whose face I'd never seen?
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This honestly drives me nuts. Vote has been recorded.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Cool.
Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Let me out. This will be a fast ending if he did choose
Results
Betray.
from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now please direct your...
Figured.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
That is very true, Stahor. If they wanted to prove that they're going to ally, yeah, just give up your card.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Now, I'm wondering if he did this because Kay supposedly knows where Quark is, and he's going to get Quark out of there. I doubt it. See, everybody in this game is shady as shit.
So you did indeed choose Ally.
You tricked me.
I apologize.
Sigma! You fucking idiot!
Oh, piss off.
Now Kay's got 9 points thanks to your stupid ass.
But he's not going to just leave us.
I apologize for taking further advantage of your trust, but I will be leaving.
What? Before we could react, Kay slipped past us with speed and agility that belied his size. In the blink of an eye, he was standing in front of the number 9 door.
Kay! God damn it! Wait, you son of a bitch!
He didn't give any sign that he'd heard Dio, just grabbed the lever and pulled it down. Well, there he goes.
Oh no!
The number 9 door, it will remain open.
Why'd you do it? I trusted you,
The
Kay.
answer is obvious. 3 people have already been murdered.
3. Oh yeah, the old lady.
If I remain, I place myself in greater danger. A simple decision, really. I'm sure you would have done...
God damn it,
I
Kay.
apologize. I do intend to contact the police as soon as I have escaped. Now then.
Kay, wait. He didn't even turn around. Well, based on some of the things we've learned in the other games, the other branches, we're screwed. Because even if he went out there to find the authorities to help us, there are no authorities. The world is fucked. There's nobody that can come rescue us.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game.
Because, yeah, regardless of how likely we think it is that society would have collapsed based on the information we have, the game has made it clear that society has indeed collapsed, especially listening to Tenmyoji's stories and his relationship with Quark. So, yeah, I don't think there are any police to come help us.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible.
Yeah, everybody, as soon as they get to 9 points, including our character, immediately becomes a selfish asshole and tries to get out. Which, to be fair, I mean, you're not going to think rationally in this situation, but still.
Please enjoy your stay.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma!
Yeah, what you gonna do about it, asshole?
There's no point to blaming him now.
Well, I know there is some civilization, but that doesn't exactly mean there's authority. Like, yes, there are trucks and vehicles, but again, they've mentioned that everybody basically makes a living at this point finding ruined buildings and scavenging, you know, materials from ruined factories, ruined houses. Yeah, I don't really think there is an authority at this point. It sounds more like it's a barter civilization. For the most part. I mean, obviously. For all we know, they are, though, X3105. From the sounds of things, I really don't think there's any type of authority. Yeah, I'm thinking what Stahor's saying right there is more likely. Because let's be honest, let's look at human nature and all that shit. If what had happened, you're not gonna get a normal authority civilization coming back first. We would go through a warlord era type thing. Yeah, warlords are the authority, but are warlords exactly the type of people that would give a shit about going and rescuing other people or keeping the peace? Typically not.
Yeah, it's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance of escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police, which probably don't exist. Alice, Luna, the old woman, who had killed them? And where had Quark gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. I think the most likely way that anybody escaping could get us out of here would be going to one of these towns like the one Tenmyoji was in and being like, hey, I just got out of a bunker that has a bunch of old technology, a shit ton of food, and a shit ton of medicine that you guys don't really have access to anymore. All right. I think that'd be the quickest way, because you'd get all these scavengers like, lead the way.
"30 seconds remain until Ambidex game poll."
You're seriously not going to let me skip this? I just read all the... Oh, there we go. Well, I think Kay can handle it. And who knows? Kay may not go with him. He might just be like, hey, go that away. There's the bunker. And then just leave. He doesn't have to come back with them. Just be like, hey, let me give you directions. And I'm out. Let's see how he reacts to getting betrayed.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah, fuck you. I wonder if he's gonna have the nerve to get pissed, like, how dare you betray me when I betrayed you? So you pick betray?
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything?
I could ask the same of you.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. It's really not.
I had thought that you would choose ally.
Which means you were trying to betray me to leave. Fuck off. If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not gonna let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately.
Oh, you lying metal sumbitch.
I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, well, I considered that. Didn't seem
Then
likely
you do not trust me.
at all.
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
Says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
He says might this time. When he was trying to convince us to ally before it, he didn't say might, he said he wouldn't. So he did lie. There was no might about it. He said he would not. This time he's saying might. The honesty is refreshing. That's really not the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? You just picked Ally. I'd have 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that?
There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP.
Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose betray.
Of course. Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
And Tenmyoji's okay with that.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, nobody's saying that. I'm sure a couple of them are, actually.
Yeah, maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit. The Ambidex...
Yeah, we know these rules. We've heard them many times. As many times we want, huh?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them?
Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There's another warehouse. There are 3 white doors in the floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yep. You're not going to be able to get through them until they open. We've still got more than 80 minutes until that happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
And we only ever have one choice in the final round. Looks like I'm a blue solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
She has to be paired with him to go through the white door. Is what she's
Cyan,
thinking.
Pear.
I'm a cyan.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pairs.
Then what color is Quark?
He's a red solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need...
But solos can't group together, right?
That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue, so if you combine magenta with green, you get white.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer? Doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
Oh, please.
What?
Please let him be the first one to die.
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
I mean, you are pretty high on the list, dude.
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of
But
that.
yeah, it's
no.
true. He's the fourth
But we
at this
do know
point to
that
die
Zero
if he
Senior
dies
is
now.
one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Although we've established if it follows the like the previous game, Zero Senior has 0 reason to actually kill. He wants the game to do it. He doesn't want to do it himself. And he actually doesn't necessarily want the people to die. He just wants them to play the game. Or she. We don't know. And why did he kill Alice and Luna now? Because he didn't. If Zero Sr. wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through? Exactly.
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah, I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
Oh, go with Kay then. Go with Kay.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
I'm stuck with Dio, aren't I?
Fine. He's
Okay.
hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
Thank God. Thank you, Fi.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma. Would you prefer someone else?
Kinda, yeah. No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
You lying, betraying piece of shit. That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green doors then. Once we're all done, let's meet in the floor B warehouse, all right?
Got it.
See you later then.
Well, since I already know how to kill Kay, let's make a detour back towards the rec room so I can grab an axe, if you don't mind. And then Kay can walk in front of me the whole time. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least.
You know that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, exactly, Stalwart. Every time we split up is when Junpei / Tenmyoji end up coming to an understanding, because Junpei or Tenmyoji, we're not 100%, well, I'm 100% certain it's Junpei, but the game hasn't fully revealed it yet. They just keep hinting very hard. But yeah, it's usually when we split up like this that he tells her his true identity and she listens to him and trusts him afterwards.
The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute, look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah. For some reason, there's no blood on this part. So are they basically saying that she was the an original participant? And then what? Dio killed her and took the bracelet and put it on? Because Dio's bracelet's the only one that that little spray, I can't remember what the hell it's called. Luminol. His bracelet and his wrist was the only one that had a reaction to it.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh? I don't know. It just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner?
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some... Uh-huh. Of course. Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Pretty sure it's Akane. Okay, is something wrong?
Oh, no. Nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing. And none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They probably still got it, or are wearing it. Dio.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief.
Yeah, you're right. With Dio, a lot of what's going on is they hint that he's like a Weasley little son of a bitch. But that, yeah, he's not a straightforward killer. I agree, Stahor. I think it would be bad writing if it turned out to be that. Maybe he just found her dead and took the bracelet.
But a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes.
And you're telling me they're probably wearing it.
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it. So that
Why?
they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What?
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that?
I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here.
Yeah, and you could go through any of the doors. You know, if you don't have a bracelet on, it's like there's nothing stopping you from going through the doors as they open, other than that the other players would be suspicious.
But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
Well, if it was, she'd have to... If it was the robot, with the skin on it, I don't know. Because we already know the Tenmyoji, Phi, and ourselves all had our wrists sprayed with luminol and had no reaction. We weren't able to spray K because his is built into his armor and he was dead at the time. But we did find the reaction when we sprayed luminol on the wrist of Dio after he'd been basically pinned to a wall with a lens. So yeah. So maybe it is. Yeah, we'll see. That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, and the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it. But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
Unless Dio is a robot. Trying to escape. Yeah. Maybe Dio is a robot who has the ABT. I think it's ABT. I don't remember the exact. You know, so maybe he put on the skin.
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Luminol. Okay, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it, there should be some traces of blood
Aha,
left.
I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then.
That's true too. Although there was a hint somewhere in the... Maybe they just were talking about the skin. But they did mention that some of the robots have organic tissue in them. In addition to the other stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Artificial biological tissue. A portion of them have also been given ABT, artificial biological tissue. So it doesn't necessarily mean just the skin, but it could. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
That is where the luminol was, I believe.
A lot of it. Yeah, first we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Yep. And if you tell everybody we have a means to potentially identify the killer and anybody doesn't want to come along, for the love of God, Kay, drag their asses. I know you can knock anybody out here and just drag them to the rec room. It's fine. Although logically it'd be easier to just kind of grab the luminol and go to any room with a light switch that's nearby, but hey. There's 3 doors here too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
Uh-huh. But looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. I don't remember where this leads. Ah, there we go. They didn't bring the golems down. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. Is the robot still here? You go check out the far end, all right? Show me the actual table. He's not here either. He's gone. Hey, Kay, how's it going over there? Kay, can you hear me? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent over and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty. Is there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it. Yes.
Was it? Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover.
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case, which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled.
And the door's unlocked, so did the robot leave? Oh, unlocked it from the inside and just left?
If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did?
Oh, there's no point thinking about it. No, there's a lot of point to think about it. We should get back.
Yes, there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. Yeah, no, this is important, guys. Hey, Hollow. I was hoping we'd get to talk to the robot again. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
But you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
Because the robot with the Cockney accent opened the other door. from the inside and walked out. We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden or small holes he might have escaped through. What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, might as well. Have at it. Yep, Quark's in there. Quark. No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... yeah?
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed a finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive.
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
So he can leave whenever he wants, with whoever opens the number 9 door. I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. Yeah, if he doesn't get cured from Radical 6, he's still not safe. The freezing function was just to hold off Radical 6. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Senior, Junior said it only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off?
What?
I
Why?
have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in the pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick. What has he got?
How would I know that? In any event,
There's a
we should
screen that
return
tells you.
and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark.
Dude, look at the screen. It tells you.
I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. You think you can carry him, or?
No. I believe it would be best to leave Quark here.
Good call.
As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be all
What
right?
do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his
He'll
own?
be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed?
Yes, that is what I said, but you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
That would make for an interesting story, Hollow. All right, let's go.
You're late.
I actually have Cake waiting in the other room right now, X3105. Cheesecake, but cake nonetheless.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all. Yeah,
This is it?
Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure
Yeah?
did.
Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we'd found Quark in the treatment center. I definitely don't have that, Star.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Little jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be all right?
Yeah, he'll probably.
Probably? Do you even...
Do I look like a doctor, you uptight little...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found? The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmyoji and Clover get back. There's something I want to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. And what was the other one?
What do you mean, the other one?
You know, where there's that intersection with 3 doors? Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door, but the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
I'm right there with you, Hollow. I don't like any of these people except Luna at this point, and Luna's unfortunately already dead.
What was in there?
Nothing
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense. So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late. Should we go and look for them?
Did they get handcuffed again? No, there's something I want to check first.
Never easy with you, is it?
Shut up and follow me.
Well, let's get it over with.
Like, I actually like Fi, but I don't like her personality.
Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Was there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing, instead made my way over to the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in, pulled it out, and headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this? You gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Why, you scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Stick out your bracelet. You too, Fi,
Our
please.
bracelets?
Yeah, I want to see the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you really gonna make me explain
I
this?
know what you mean. What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Okay, grab him. Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
I agree, take the axe, Hollow. No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet's a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Fi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed up.
This okay?
Yep, just hold it like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all 3 of our wrists.
Ugh, cold. What the hell, man?
Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean, so's mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelet. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Okay, break his fucking arm if he doesn't stretch out his hand. Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for. But you're not gonna find it on me.
Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights!
You really fucking don't. Not in here. As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. Come on, Kay, do something useful. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
Thank you, Kay. He spun around toward the other exit. Stop him.
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All 3 of us leapt at Dio. And missed. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, whoa, we got an actual cutscene. I knew it. His bracelet's glowing. Then that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of... a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained to Fi what Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they'd wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We've got you, Dio. Might as well confess. Well.
All right, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Are you
Why?
Zero?
No, I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
That's easy enough. We can just kill your ass right now. So your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Oh, I think everybody here is willing to watch Dio die, Hollow.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow.
Eh. Torture just seems to always to be so messy and unnecessary. Bit of a headache. Just finish it quickly and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where would we put him?
Is there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods. Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Hey,
yeah.
wait! I'll be good, I promise.
No. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
No. We'll let you out when the white doors open. Someone's gonna need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Don't fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing.
You act like you have a choice.
Let go! Let me go! God damn it! Told you assholes to let me go!
Besides, we don't really have time to interrogate or mess with him. We should just kill him and take his bracelet because we still are going to need the bracelet to get through the doors. So really, the most expedient and logical path is just finish him off. Don't even mess with interrogation. Just take the bracelet and leave him be.
You can't do this! Stop! Stop! Please stop!
No.
Please! No, you can't!
No?
Ah!
I mean, honestly, we don't even have to chop his hand off. Like, just tell Kay to break his neck and the bracelet's just gonna come right off.
Open this fucking thing! I said open it, goddammit!
Oh, fuck off. You think anybody's actually gonna do it? I don't think so.
You're gonna pay for this! When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you!
Uh-huh. So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was. And we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually can freeze it. I think the machine decides on its own whether it freezes or not. Because we had no input when we played this route and we were able to put Quark in the machine. Yeah, we have no input. It's like the machine basically says, you know, oh, we'll cure him because he has the disease we can cure, or we'll freeze him because we can't fix the disease. Yeah, I don't think we have any control. Seems to be all automated.
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there?
I wish we could freeze him. That'd be the smart thing to do.
They may have already returned.
Good point. Like, if you're not going to kill him and you're just going to trap him in there, just freeze him. If you could. Because, yeah, they're forgetting a very big issue with this situation, and that is the fact that Quark could open at any time. It could wake up at any time. He doesn't know the situation with Dio. So Dio could ask him to open it, and Quark would do it. Because Quark has no reason not to. Huh. Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Oh man. Now we're gonna go look. Now we've got to go look for them.
How much time until the white doors open?
50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
They are handcuffed to a sink and are already dead. Kay and I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Quark's bracelet. When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Nope. Pretty much.
I see. That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game. We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no, we wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Who's the Cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Ah.
The 2 people who are missing.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
Because everybody is shady and everybody has betrayed us, Helios. Luna is the only person in this entire game who has not betrayed us. Kay flat out lied to our faces. What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenmyoji took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
Yeah, he betrayed us, flat out. Yeah, he flat out said, I will not choose betray in this game. I will choose ally. You choose ally. And he's like, and even if I do get 9 points, I'm not going to leave immediately. And then he betrayed after telling us he would ally. And then he left the bunker immediately. So yeah, he a bit of a piece of shit now too. What? No, that's not possible. Primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I don't know. But it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
But that's against
Yes,
the rules.
I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter?
Yes, Zero is all about the rules.
Zero Senior controls the entire game.
Except Luna. And I don't think Phi has either.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero Senior?
It is a possibility.
Like, Phi has lied before, but she hasn't abandoned us all here before. And Luna has never betrayed, lied, or abandoned us here. So, I'm sure that'll change. I'm sure when we go down another route, she's gonna do something too.
It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
But that's my reasoning. That's why I hate everybody in this game right now. None of them, except for Luna, are trustworthy.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
Possibly. It depends on how long some of those other endings are, because you got to remember, a couple of our endings are pretty close. Like, we just have to get the right information to go back. So I don't know. We'll see. This is all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us could stay behind so that we don't miss them if they come back.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right?
Sure thing.
Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Of course. Well, at least his bracelet. But Dio's not going to be in the pod, and Quark's going to be missing too. We already know this. Quark is probably going to let Dio loose. Pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, it looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Like shit, at this point, I don't even trust Quark if he ever wakes up. If I remember correctly, if this is following the same route as it did before, we're gonna find them in the infirmary. Handcuffed to a sink and dead. No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much, I thought we might find him here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. Ah, shit. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
I got a bottle sitting right here on my desk. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to the suit, I'd kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Although it is still a bit early for me to start in on it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
When did you remember? When, Dad, you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke.
Yeah.
This is serious.
Sorry. So you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh, so your dad raised you?
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
The hell? For me, the main reason I don't care what time anybody chooses to drink. The reason I say it's too early for me is I still have shit to do today, including shit that requires me to go out and about. So, yeah.
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. Kay on the ride was hilarious, Helios. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own, someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought I would be so happy. So the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. That was pretty easy. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But then, when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. His stuffed rabbit is an interesting addition as well. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in his life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. Doesn't it? You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I'd wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. It is harsh. This whole area is harsh. This whole storyline. Yeah, I agree, Sir Madman. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she'd come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, my lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face almost made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too, because before it had been just another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Let me just say that I don't care how sad this sob story gets. He still betrayed me, and I still think he's a dick. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, and one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Oh, I agree. Give me a chance, I still will, yes, Hollow. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a great deal of sacrifice. I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. Also, if you look at this dude's clothing, this is the dude in the recording that claimed he was Zero. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. How'd that work out for you? I made plans to destroy the main reactor and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she'd been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was something very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. Akane? She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together, but she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that though she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. Yeah, no, I don't think so either, X3105. The dude in the recording was not Tenmyoji, and I am, at this point, almost certain that Tenmyoji is Junpei. So no. And remember, until he walked, Tenmyoji never found Akane. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. But who knows what twist this game is going to throw at us? I mean... Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's all right.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh.
Sigma, I'm sorry, but...
Are you about to kill me?
Would it be all right if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
All right. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
What have we learned about splitting up, guys? Come on now. Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I'd better get moving then. Oh yeah, we both dead at this point. Everybody's dead. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. The hell you doing here? What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys.
Uh-huh. Suspicious. Yes, the Scooby-Doo maneuver, Sir Madman.
I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn. Where's Kay?
Yeah. He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. He's not there anymore, is he? He already left. Okay.
What's up with him?
I was gonna say, maybe he went out the other door. I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he all right?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling? I
What?
feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden, I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure out any of it, the more I feel like my brain is just going to melt and run out my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what the fuck is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? Yes, it makes zero sense. The rabbit said he was one of us, but... You think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our damn deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
Oh, I most definitely can, lady. No, that's not
I'm
it.
just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. You heard that,
Yeah.
right?
It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look. Armed.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the
Let's
elevator?
try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Yep, they're downstairs.
Thought so.
Let's go. You guys should have gone to the rec room and picked up a lance. There's a lance, there's an axe, there's sharp bits of glass. There are pool cues you could beat a dude to death. Come on now. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
It'd be nice if there was a shovel. So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
Dio's out because Quark let him out. They're fine. Kenmyo's Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe
Doesn't
him?
matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. There was Quark, sound asleep. See,
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
is the other one still locked? I don't think the other one's locked.
How about Dio?
Let's open his. The hell?
Check his pulse.
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look,
The oxygen ran out.
the oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
And that means he is asphyxiated. but why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
Yeah, grab his bracelet, though.
Come on.
Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. Actually, did someone necessarily have to tamper with the treatment pod? Because didn't they say in the beginning, when we first came to this room, that the other two were malfunctioning? That's why we put the kid in the one on the far left, is because the other two weren't working. And yeah, they left the bracelet, it seems like. Without waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. No, we didn't. We just threw him in there and closed it. Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Yeah, pretty much. If the bracelet's not okay, we're screwed. Well, technically, Phi is screwed. Okay, wake up. Something's happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. And you are also very right about the pistol. I wouldn't want a pistol in this situation either, Madman. Well, it'd be helpful, but also cause problems for us. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
He was a murderer. Not the murderer. The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
There's also me and Kay, because, yeah, I really do think in the first playthrough we found out that Quark had to go in that pod because the other two weren't working. What? No. That's impossible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
And you didn't stay in the warehouse like you said you would.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys.
Uh-huh.
Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh, crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
All right, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
His what?
Huh?
You didn't take it?
Yeah, because we dumb.
Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right.
Well, that means I'm really screwed because I'm a solo and there ain't nobody here for me to go through a door with.
Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
And I'm really fucked. Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet. It's already gone.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
That makes no sense. Let's stay together. There's a killer, remember?
All right.
Oh, one other thing.
Why would you agree to that, Phi?
I need to give you these.
Ah, okay. The yellow pair of bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck.
So I get to go through a door by myself.
So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pockets.
All right, let's get going.
Shit, they're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Oh no, they're dead. With Quark's bracelet? Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. Honestly, the best weapon in this entire place would have been the dagger or the combat knife, the Myrmidon knife that was used to kill Alice. It's sharp, it's effective, and it would be useful in the narrow ass hallways and tiny ass rooms in this place. It'd be easy to maneuver. That's the best weapon in this place. And you can hide it. The scalpel too. I don't know how effective a trident would be, because if you miss with your initial thrust of the trident, it's not really effective side to side. So if you miss the initial thrust, the dude can rush you. Same goes for the lance. The lance didn't have any blades on the side, Helios. So if you missed your thrust and somebody sidestepped, they could just rush you. You wouldn't get another shot if you missed the first one. And since it's pretty clear that nobody in this place is like a trained fighter, odds are they would miss. Yeah, the pull cue wouldn't be too effective either. It's so long that if you're trying to do a big enough swing to knock a dude out, narrow hallways would not be your place. That's true, but a short spear and a normal spear are big difference from a lance. Lance is very heavy, very unwieldy. So no, I don't think the lance would have helped. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then UK, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too, but...
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
Yeah, the whole argument against the trident and the lance and all that is the same reason, you know, the giant medieval two-handed swords ended up not being used for very long. I don't know. The axe still got through his armor, Helios. That is awesome, X3105, and I can see it happening too.
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
Oh,
What?
Well, that's fun. What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
It was in one piece when we got there, but okay. Actually, we didn't look at it. We just saw that the bracelet was off. I can't remember from the picture if it was in one piece. But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
Well, there is only one thing I can think of to describe Fi and Kay's situation. The giant medieval swords were used more than a regular sword because a regular sword is pretty much useless versus armor of any kind. Honestly, though, that was like historically, that's why the giant medieval swords though went out of fashion, as it were. Basically, you run into somebody more agile with a more maneuverable weapon and you were fucked.
That means Kay and I will
Be doomed, yes. Oh no, shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll...
That's another reason, yeah. That is another reason, Madman. That they kind of went out of use.
They'll be penalized.
Sure, they look cool, but they were never really practical.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay.
Uh-huh.
That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
It sure does. How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. No, go, Sigma. Go. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a big reason for, you know, the other reason, obviously, for those giant swords is they were intimidating, which is, you know, the morale is, you know, impact.
But if you stay here, you'll...
I don't know that. What kind of monster am I if I just leave you here to die? The same kind of monster all of these people are because they all did the same thing. God damn it. And honestly, maybe the screen is just broken. Maybe the sensors still work and we can still get through. This was bad. What was I gonna do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had. Uh-huh. Morphogenetic field.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine.
Yes. Exactly that. Once again. There we go, once again.
Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor.
Yep, from the other ending. We got this from Clover's ending.
That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurine. I knew it!
Give it back! I found it, so it's mine.
Of course, the antidote.
The antidote?
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit.
Sigma, where are you going?
Stay here. I'll be right back. You're all gonna come through the door with me and I'm gonna cure you. I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. I think Dio put it in his pocket. If it's still in his pocket, man. Come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... You guys didn't search him before you put him in the damn... Oh, God, you guys are idiots. Found it. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit, I can't save both of them.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
1 minute? Shit. Spun around and shot out of the treatment center. You're not going to make it back in a minute. This place is way bigger than that. Yeah, you're right too, Stalwart. We also can't inject K.
3, 2, 1. Chromatic doors closing.
No, you got to be kidding me.
Dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I can cure myself, though. I couldn't feel anything. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First, the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. There was Helios. There was a copy machine. Yeah, the injection was quick as hell, wasn't it? When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. Yeah, Zero wasn't playing around. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tubocarorine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. So that's the thing, is we've never used that machine in any of our endings. We've seen it, and the one time we interacted with it, our character basically read the name and said, all of us was like, yeah, we don't know what this does. So we've never used it. We don't know how to use it. We don't know what it does. It's pretty obvious what it does, but these jackasses don't know what it does. Well, it wasn't just Sigma Helios. I believe Phi was with us in that room, and somebody else was, and neither of them had any clue how the machine worked either. So everybody was an idiot, yeah. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Phi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. You have another choice, Sigma. I mean, I hate to break it to you, there is another choice. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, what the hell did you...
I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. It'd never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Apparently not. Maybe they're going the whole Star Trek thing, because in Star Trek, every time they used a thing like that, they put it in the fucking arm too. Like just random spot on the shoulder or a spot on the neck. So yeah, apparently. Apparently they're going that route. It just needs to get into your body somehow. Heh, guess you've got a point. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. And Phi, yeah, Phi is much smarter than the rest of us. She can get it. If it's between the three of us, yeah, I'll take Phi.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
You're welcome. Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to someone who's about to die? How about something more tender?
No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way.
I agree with that order, Helios. Phi, then Sigma, then K. If Luna were still alive, it'd go Luna and then K. No. I would no. I'd rather save myself than K at this point. His backstory was moving, but it doesn't change the fact that he is a traitorous SOB. Honestly, my order, if we were all in this room, would be Luna, Phi, myself, and probably Alice. Quark would be number 5. Tenmyoji would be number 6 because I understand why he does his shit, but he betrays us constantly. Then K would be after Tenmyoji, so K would be 7. And Clover and Dio would be in the final 2 spots.
I'm not gonna...
Well, that's why he's down at, like, you know, down in slot 6. To follow, you know, K's after him. That's why he's near the bottom. Tenmyoji, K, Clover, and then Dio. Quark is useless, but he hasn't actively done anything to fuck me over. Her words slurred and slowed, and her eyes fluttered and closed. But because Quark is useless, that's why he's after Alice. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breath, of her breathing, and see her chest rise and fall. Good, Phi's gonna be all right. But K... I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open? There's a hole here on the back of your head. That's not something I can blame Helios for, though. Helios, goddamn. Sorry, Helios got all mixed up in what I was trying to say. But Helios, that's not Quark's fault, as far as I'm concerned. He's not choosing to fuck me over. Whereas Tenmyoji, K, Clover, and Dio are all actively choosing to fuck me over. Quark is just there. Whereas the other 4 that come after him, the other 4 that come after Quark have all actively screwed me over. No, because K has actively screwed me over. And not only actively screwed me over, lied to my face to make it easier for him to screw me over. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there. Tenmyoji has screwed me over multiple times. But as far as the lying, yeah, he's done that too, but... yeah. Tenmyoji has also been more helpful than K. Like, Tenmyoji has actually helped with extra information. Tenmyoji has helped with finding people. Tenmyoji's been useful. K has not. I'll give you that. K is funnier, but he is still only marginally better than Clover and Dio to me. Probably because he's funnier is the only reason I put him above, you know, Clover and Dio.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait, then when could he have... It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
K hasn't been super consistent, no. But what if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he'd gotten it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up. Come on, talk to me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way round through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. Good God, that's a hell of a route. I bumped into Phi and went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your armor, I guess. By then, you would have been out of it. How long does he think it would take to put on and take off this armor, though? While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around, took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. What's this X3105? Let me check real quick. Yep. Those all fit pretty well. If I had to pick two of those, though, any of those, the two big ones I would pick would be Talarn and Valhallan. I can't tell you how much I hate the Vostroyans. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Okay, wake up. Something's happened. You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio? I'm not a big fan of the Armageddon group, Helios. Krieg is cool, although their combat doctrine is, leaves a lot to be desired to me.
Yes.
But then again, the Imperial Guard's entire, like as a whole, their combat doctrine leaves a lot to be desired.
Your reasoning is correct. I killed him. Because
Why?
I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
Yeah, was his mother. Or who he pretended was his mother. What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes, I am.
And what's hilarious is the Imperial Guard combat doctrine of Operation Meatwall only works as long as you have superior numbers, and when you're fighting shit like orcs and Tyranid, you're not always gonna have them superior numbers.
She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important.
Then spit it out before you
You
die.
must pay attention. Cannot forget.
Forget. He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds? Just listen.
If you see a lion with two heads
Oh, shit.
devouring the sun, remember these letters. MILKEVOLI.
Okay.
This will open the second gate.
However, we have a password, or is that the username? We need one other letter combination. Hey, who told you to tell me this? No, who are you? Show me. Show me who you really are. Do you think you'd recognize him? I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. Uh-oh. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug. Tubocurarine. My vision began to blur and my head felt unnaturally heavy. Kinda, it sounds more like from how they were saying it, yeah. I'm kinda curious how they're gonna link all this together, I'll be honest. The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. Yeah, I didn't expect it either. I would think that's Kay's ending, yeah. Oh, that's right. That line. You are me. Yeah, all that. All right, there's Kay's. Uh-oh. I know I wrote down that other number. I want to try it on the computer. Yep, we got to betray Luna as well. Depends on how quickly they go. Look at it this way. We only have to betray her one more time, but this isn't the betrayal ending anyway. Yeah, there she did. She wrote it right there. Yeah, no problem. Have a good day, Hollow. See you next time. No, it's not what I want. What? Would it be the other way around, do you guys think? No. So that is definitely what she wrote down. So what, well, I'm not gonna go that route, then. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, the ID is missing. Or we have the right ID. Well, the ID I put in was the ID that we saw, what's her name put in, that we saw Fi put in. All right, that's fine. Yeah, that's the only place we got the ID was when we saw Fi enter it. We don't know any lion IDs. So yeah, I guess we have to do more. All right. No. Exactly, Helios. It's time.
We don't have time to talk about this.
At the moment, I agree with you. Luna is my favorite character. I don't like having to do this. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. But yeah, I fully agree with you. She's my favorite character at the moment. I have seen nothing to change my opinion of her. I am a little suspicious from the whole story element that she knew about Excelavir, even though it wasn't created until 10 years after we were trapped in here, after I was kidnapped, and they haven't explained that yet, but she hasn't done anything shady or fucked up yet. So, we'll see. What had happened to make him like that? Can I skip this? I mean, we've seen this info before. Nope. Were you telling the truth? If our BP hit 0, do we really?
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right? Don't worry. You made the right choice.
You better not have lied to me so I'd choose betray.
Well, 0 will tell you if I lied or not.
Not in this, apparently. Yeah. We use the information from different endings to solve puzzles in other endings, based on, like, this morphogenetic field. Okay, I take that back. She is a little shady because of how quickly she gets attached to our character. To be fair, our character does the same thing. It's a little creepy. Happened in the first game, too. 0.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
He does seem like it, doesn't he, Helios? What do you mean 0's gonna tell me? So she's accessing the morphogenetic field right now. Damn it.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game!
I'll let the rabbit talk. We haven't heard the rabbit talk for a while.
Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
We knew she was going to ally. She always allies. Yeah. 0 Junior changes her accent or its accent and voice acting so many times. Yeah.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Sigma, why did you and Vi do that? All we had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together.
I mean, we have established that that would be the smart thing for everybody in this game to do. Ally, ally, ally. Boom, we all get to leave. So she's not wrong.
After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds and we would have all had 9 points.
I know, Luna, I know. But apparently everybody in here aside from you is dumb as hell.
But now why?
I hung my head. There was no way I could look her in the eye and try to explain what I'd done.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with Betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose Betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and he...
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going to believe that?
Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see in Luna's was sadness and disappointment. Vi opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away. I was about to apologize to Luna when...
Hey, what were you thinking?
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it?
Yes.
After he explained his thinking to me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
And here comes the information that if you run out of points, you die. That was when I finally noticed Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
I mean, I am gonna laugh if Quark turns out to be a little psychopath. It looked like things hadn't gone as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
And there we go.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Yep. Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now,
You'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,9,004,897. Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
So I'm pretty sure the rabbit will get sick of us by then. Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like you have to have 3 people exactly?
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door.
Oh, we can't skip the... Oh, thank God. That's when they find out that getting to 0 kills you. Everybody's real pissed now. Oh, Jesus. This is a long segment. And I know we have to go through all of these. We'll just go in order. When we find out he has a keyhole in the back of his skull. That's another puzzle we haven't had to solve directly, is the crew quarters. Crew quarters and pantry. So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are...
The options Phi laid out for us were the following. Option A, Alice and I would pair up with Luna and go through the green door. Tenmyoji and Quark, Magenta would pair up with Clover and open the blue door. Yeah, we really don't need to go through the combinations. We just get me to the decision.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, so who's gonna
I'm
go
not
where?
going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
Huh? Me? Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
Yes, fuck you, Dio.
You betrayed me last time, Phi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Phi and I won't be choosing betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose ally and we chose betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here.
Not much. She was upset at us. Phi stepped up and took the fall for... Because it really was her idea to betray in this storyline. So Luna's pissed at Phi. Probably still pissed at me, but more pissed at Phi. And now we're at the next decision.
Right, Phi?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to take a chance on you.
You shouldn't. You should just always say betray. From here on out, just always betray. Luna, are you sure about this?
Yes. I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay. Since it looks like Alice is pretty determined.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then? That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door.
Is there really not
Any
a choice
objections?
this time?
10 seconds.
there were any objections, there was no time.
Let's go.
Wow, there was no choice.
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Really? Yeah, no, there really isn't. Until way the hell down here. Okay, cool. I'm all right with that. Although, seeing how long that branch is, I get the feeling this is going to be one of those to be continued branches. Huh? Is this a dead end?
There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
I wonder what this thing does.
Well, it's got a lever.
Pull the damn lever.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sure thing. Is this the B? No. Well, that's interesting.
It opened the door on the right.
Which room is this? I was wondering if this was the B garden, but we haven't. Yeah. Huh. It seems kind of weird. I think this door is the B garden, isn't it? Yeah, either way. What about the other 2?
Details, details. Hardly seems important to me. They gave us the way forward. I say we take it. Come along now.
Let's go. I don't care. Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off toward the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. Ooh, the pantry. We have not done this one before. Yeah, normally...
Whoa, this is amazing.
I agree with you, Stahorn. Normally this would be a good combo, but Clover in this game, yeah. That takes a whole hell of a lot out of it. All right, well, this, however, seems like a good place to stop. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave the stream here and we'll pick this up tomorrow. So thank you everybody so very much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a good day. And we'll see if Clover gets any more psychotic on this route. Odds are, yeah, she probably will.